Okay, so welcome everybody to the After Dubai summary of 2 exciting days. And to just give you a brief introduction into how crazy time we had, I will play a little video that Yuna made for us.
I was on the road to meet you halfway. Yeah, I was on my way to a face to face. But I don't see how you take it. You never tried to smile, falling at your feet daily. But now I know you're just making faces to not offend. Don't treat me wrong, trying to see it both ways. That friend telling you better you watch your weight.
Okay. Good point.
You never tried this smile. You're falling for that friend again. She's what I say, a manipulator. It's just inappropriate behavior to put those ideas in your head. Anyway, to sway you in my favor. Madness is
Hey, Spencer.
Okay. Hi, Spencer.
Hello, you good?
Spencer was also in Dubai with us.
Spencer was with us in Dubai. There was about 15 of us all together, and it was a lot of fun. And of course, it will be even more fun if next year all of you join us. So let me try and get you excited about that idea, and then you decide to come. My plan for this evening is to try and give you a very quick overview of what we were told in Dubai. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on all the different points. We'll just briefly look at the main points that Dr. Anna presented to us regarding the development of the AI. Then we will discuss what does it mean that we're actually going into the next phase already in 3 months, which is extremely exciting. A little bit about what we were told with regards to the legal structure of D.A.Y.S.Y at the moment, current, and then the one that's coming. Some important updates, and then just briefly touch on the liquid mining and the uplift launchpad. So you have an overview of everything that was shared, but that means that I've basically taken pictures as things were presented. I've put them in this presentation. I will not go into details because I think it will be too much, but there will be a recording. And of course, everybody that wants to really understand everything that was shared, you can just watch the recording and then pause on the different slides and read through. And if you have more questions, get back to me. I will gladly discuss it into a lot of detail because I do love doing that. But usually I'm told that I go into too much detail. So this is now my way of, win-win situation. I can put it in, but I don't blab about it. So, what did Dr. Anna tell us? First of all, she was teaching us a little bit on how, the whole trading is really a game between the bulls and the bears and how they are fighting who's, stronger in the market at a certain point. And of course, the traders try and interpret what's going to go happen. And then her conclusion was that really bottom line is that the markets are rigged and they are there pretty much to make the rich be even richer and manipulated and unfair for the little person. That's us. And but they're not random. And that's the most important thing, that they are not random. And if they're not random, then, if you're clever and if you know how to develop a very, very clever AI, you can actually understand what's going on and make sense of what's going on and make them serve us. And that is the whole point of what we've been funding for the last 2 years. Dr. Anna and her quant team of 20 scientists that are trying to figure out how the market is behaving. And it's not the price of a certain token or asset is not direct reflection of its value, but it's its value and the behavioral finance. And the behavioral finance is basically what they've been developing. And they've developed over 40 AI experts, each specializing in a very, very particular part of the trading. So it's from technical analysis, things like support and resistance lines, candlesticks, volatility, to, influences of Twitter and obviously pandemic and wars and all these things coming together to really take a really holistic approach to what's going on, and especially to try and figure out how do traders that are trading and creating this volatility, what do they see, and how do they interpret that, and actually train these AI experts to mimic that. And so they've figured it out now to a very, very, very big extent, and they're predicting how the markets will react in a much, much, much better way than they were when we started. And pretty much they are confident that they have actually cracked the market volatility code, which is what everybody told them that it was impossible 2 years ago. And that is why we just had the told you so event, because 2 years ago they said no, we will do it, and nobody believed them. But this is a quick summary. The winning trades went from 41% 2 years ago to 68% now. So 68% of the times the AI is right in how it makes the decision. And also the trading strategies risk to return ratio has decreased from 35 to 16, which means there is a much, much, much bigger room for the profit to be generated. It was tough, and she said that the team often felt that they were going backwards, and they really thought that maybe they've taken on a too big a challenge. But because they knew that we, the community, are standing behind them and were cheering them on and believed in them, they kept going, and now they are really, really happy that they decided to do so, because the results speak for themselves. So all these AI experts actually can adapt for all the different markets. So now that they've done it for the Forex, it's only fine tuning that they will also be able to apply exactly the same things to crypto and then also commodities. So we are really in a very, very good place right now. And the historical performance, of course, is not a guarantee for future results. But if you've been with us for a while, you know that we've had weeks which, over 10% profits. And then there have been a few which have been like less than 2. And, everybody like a week ago started panicking already. Is there something wrong with D.A.Y.S.Y? We only had 1.6%. But let's put this in perspective. It's 1.6% profit in a week. I mean, if you think about that, and if you think about, is there anywhere else in the world right now that you get that consistently? We haven't had a single week yet that has been negative. And on average, we are actually at 4.6% a week profit. Of course, like I said, sadly, historical performance is not a guarantee for the future, but it's a very good indicator where we're going. And okay, this one is already late. I mean, today I checked it, it's actually at 707% compounding profit since April last year when we started, giving an average of 21% per month. So because of these amazing results, which by the way, I don't know if you've also experienced, but I'm actually beginning to have a challenge bringing in new people because they don't believe it anymore. They start saying it's a scam. It's not possible to have results this good. So it's like, can we win? You know, like if it's too bad, it's not good. If it's too good, it's not good. But I think one of the reasons that we are ready for phase 2 is really that the results are so good that we need to now go into a marriage with the, let's say, legal system, so that we prove to the world that this is so good. So far we are in phase 1 of crowdfunding, which really was designed to prove that this can be done. And it was designed in a very smart way, using smart contracts on blockchain technology, combined with crowdfunding, which is completely new for this, let's say, peer referral market, because usually we all know that multi-level marketing companies can have big issues with how they build their communities. With ours, it's transparent, it's completely immutable, it's, you know, nobody can ever revoke it. Whatever we're building right now stays, even when we go to phase 3. Even if we go to phase 3, phase 2, even if we go to phase 3 at some point, what we're doing now stays the same for all stages coming later. So we're still crowdfunding for research and development for 3 more months. Of course, that means that there could still be unexpected volatility, because they are testing to make it even better, but sometimes they might even get it wrong. It still means that for now, only the profits are available for withdrawal, because the money that we crowdfund stays in the management fund, the assets and the management fund, so that they can test with it. But like I said, everything that we built stays the same and moves forward. Jeremy actually said, now we marry our crowdfunding platform with the legal structure and with all the laws that will actually allow us to have a global DA.I.S.Y fund. It's been debate. I mean, they've shared different possibilities, but nothing has been 100%, confirmed, because obviously until the legal structure is in place, they don't know exactly how it will look. So it could be a hedge fund, it could be a combination of different funds. But what is sure is that once we are in this second phase, we will not talk about crowdfunding anymore. We will be able to say we are actually investing. We will be fully licensed all around the world. We will have the KYC requirement, which in phase 1, as we know, wasn't required, because it's just a Tron wallet. We will, if we decide to move our funds from the crowdfunding platform into, let's say, the hedge fund, it might be something different, we will have that option. We can stay in one and we can add to the other. There will be, for us, it will be, if you're in phase 1, you will decide if you go to phase 2. So some people, like the Americans, I'm assuming not everybody is going to transfer into phase 2, because they will not want their KYC. But if you participate in the second phase, you are actually, whatever you put in is fully liquid. So it means that, you can also put in any amount. Somebody might want to put in, I don't know, $360. Right now, we all know it's 100, then the next one is 200, then the next one is 400. Here, you will be able to put in any amount, if it's thousands or hundreds of thousands, or just, 100, doesn't matter. Which means you will only pay the gas fees once. Supposedly, there will be also higher trading percentages, so more of the money that will be invested is going to go into trading, because it will not be so much distributed amongst the community, even though the community will always be rewarded. And we will still be encouraged to keep on building, but we will not get any equity shares anymore. Once the phase 1 finishes, the biggest change is we need KYC, and we don't get any more equity. Those are like the most important points to remember. And what's also important to remember is that the 2 funds will actually be running parallel. So it will be our choice where we want to be or how we want to allocate our money. So yeah, like I said, this is my slide. This is not official slide. It's something that I created from, everything that was discussed. So it is to be confirmed that something like this, but just for imagining where we're going, I thought it was kind of easiest to do it this way. So on the global call, I don't know if you listened to it, on the 3rd of March, the recording is in our Telegram group. This was a little bit more discussed, but I think I've pretty much covered all the points that are also listed here. So I'm not going to go through them anymore, but yeah, those are the main points. So the our lawyer, Daniel Savitsky, who is the managing partner at the law firm K&S Legal, gave us a presentation on where we are right now with being ready for phase 2, which should start on by 1st of July, but that's also, sorry, 1st of June. But that's of course also to be determined, because of course certain things might be out of their control. They want to get all the regulations in place by then, but you know, sometimes things take longer. So let's just say that's planned, but it could be also different. So by that date, Endotech should complete the research and development. So the testing phase for AI trading in Forex, crypto, and all other commodities. So they should be fully ready. And the and why okay. And the global licensing goals, which we are now going for, is that they will actually have a specific AI trading license, they will have a general hedge fund license, and also a very special AI robo license, which basically allows us to retail this kind of trading, which has zero human intervention. So it's pretty much a license that's like custom made for us, even though it was not custom made for us, but it's a perfect fit. And obviously all the KYC and the financial institution compliance also needs to be sorted out before we can go into phase 2. I'm not going to read through this. This is one of these slides that you can read for yourself if you want to understand better what was discussed. And now we go on to the most important updates with regards to the current way we are doing things. So the important announcements, and the very welcomed announcements, especially from the frontier markets like Africa and South America, where $100 is a lot of money. They've been cheering on and asking the founders for quite a while, please make the momentum packs available for also lower tiers, not just from tier 5 onwards. So basically now, if somebody contributes to tier 1 the $100 and is placed in the matrix of tier 1, then contributes $200 and is placed into tier 2 matrix. Once they contribute to tier 3, which is the $400 contribution, they can actually contribute another $400 momentum pack. Here I know it shows 3. This was only the promotion at which was going on whilst the Dubai event was on, but somebody contributing to tier 3 can buy one more tier 3 momentum pack. Then they can go on to tier 4, and they can also buy one more tier 4 momentum pack. But then if somebody contributes to tier 5, which is the $1,600 contribution, tier 5 and above is unlimited momentum packs. So somebody can literally go up to tier 5 and then put in $1,600 as many times as they want to, which pretty much means that you can be very, very quickly well above 80% of your money going into trading right now. If you are talking about a contribution of, I don't know, 10,000 or something like that, you will have about like 85% go straight into trading, which is crazy looking at the performance results that we have right now. But I think they just want to give us one last push for the next 3 months. So let's make the most of it, shall we? Yeah, so tier 3 and 4 are one time, and then 5+ is unlimited. Because of the very, very high gas fees, which the Tron blockchain has now put up, and of course D.AI.SY can't do anything about it because this has nothing to do with the D.AI.SY platform. It's just the Tron blockchain environment changed. They decided that we now, if somebody new joins, they join with a tier 1 combo pack, meaning that at the same time, sorry, I'm actually saying something else that I've got on. Okay, so let's just say this, yeah. So every new person registers with a combo pack, which means that they actually pay $200. And for that, they get tier 1 Forex and tier 1 crypto. This means that the fees are reduced because you pay just a little bit more than if you just did a 1-tier registration, and you get both of them. And the other reason that they decided to do this is because they are already expecting very good crypto results from the trading, and they would like to see as many members as possible already have a little bit of money in crypto, so they can start following what's going on and see the exciting results that should be coming very, very soon. But because of the very big let's say improvement, first of contributions in the momentum packs, and also because the Endotech valuation has gone up dramatically again because the results of the trading are so good, they have reduced the amount of shares that one gets for joining, which means that now you get 1 share for every $400 that you contribute, and that is, of course, from tier 4 on, from tier 3 onwards. Tier 1 and tier 2 now don't have any shares, equity shares associated with them. So basically, if somebody wants 1 share, they need to go up to tier 3, which is also where they can then buy momentum 3, tier 3 momentum pack again and get 1 more share. So yeah, that's basically it. Jiva just did today a 1 contribution, and Jiva, you said it was more than 500, right? For the
I did that 1 combo contribution, and it was almost 660 TRX to join with the first tier in 100 in crypto and 100 in Forex trading.
Yeah, so do allow for higher gas fees, because you don't want to be stopped out in the middle of a transfer, because it will take away your Tron, and then you will have to start again. So
yes, and but the momentum packs, they are around 100 TRX.
Yeah,
So
momentums are much cheaper because you're already on the smart contract. You don't have to sign it. So the actually getting onto your position on the smart contract is the more expensive part of it. So yeah, once you get momentum packs are much cheaper, which is I think also the big advantage now of the momentum packs being available at a lower tier. Yeah, so that's it. And then we move on to the current promotions. These are still the same. So we still have the builders pool. Let me just briefly remind you, what does the builders pool mean? Basically, builders pool is available to anybody who wants to invite new members to D.AI.SY regularly or once, it doesn't matter. But basically, you get 1 share in the builders pool for every $5,000 contributed by the people who you directly refer. Meaning that somebody that you invite, if they contribute 2,500 and then another one 2,500, you will already have 1 share. Why I say 2,500? Because 50% maximum can be from 1 person. Let's say you invite somebody who contributes 10,000, that will actually not give you any shares until you get somebody for 2,500, and then 2,500 would come from the person that contributed 10,000 and 2,500 from another person, and then you would have 1 share. So it always needs to be weighed out. In your back office, you actually see all the time who falls how, and how many shares you have already earned. If you need any help with the interpretation, Jiva and I are always available to help you with that. But just be aware that it can't be from just one person. Then if you manage to basically bring in $20,000 in 1 month of volume, then that means you qualified for 4 shares. Again, of course, if the 50-50 ratio is correct. But then if you have qualified for 4 shares or above, the shares actually double for that month. So you would actually be paid as if you had earned 8 shares, not just 4 shares. And if you manage to achieve that within 3 months consecutive, meaning that actually that means this month and the next 2 months, because we only have this going on for another 3 months, then you get permanent shares. So let's say you manage to get 20,000 volume in March and 20,000 volume in April, and then also in May, you would then have 4 permanent shares going onwards until May 31st, 2023. So for 1 year, you would be receiving additional income, even though the first phase of D.A.Y.S.Y equity crowdfunding would be finished. And right now, only 80 people are qualified in this pool, because that basically means that most people, have a good month, but then relax a little bit the next month or whatever. If you don't do it 3 months in a row, then you don't qualify for permanent shares. And if you want to make, really nice income, additional income, at least for 1 year from D.A.Y.S.Y, this is something I would strongly recommend you really try and achieve, because that will be beautiful then for the whole year. So yeah, goal, try and bring at least 20,000 for the next 3 months. And then the achievers pool, well, that's a little bit higher. That means that you need to become a Paysetter Gold yourself. Paysetter Gold means you need to bring in 128,000 volume in 1 month from 24 or more people. It then means that you need to help somebody from your team that you sponsored directly to also become a Paysetter Gold. And then you actually get 1 share in the achievers pool. And of course, that one is also beautiful. And that one is permanent. That one you don't have to do 3 months in a row or anything like that. As soon as you achieve 1 share in the achievers pool, you have it until the end of this pool, which at the moment it's supposed to finish on May 31st in 2024. I think that's a mistake there, right, Ju? No, actually, no, it's 20. Yeah, both pools go until 2024. Yeah, sorry, I was reading it wrong. But so for 1 more year. And of course, if you manage to help 3 directs, then you get also the leader position. But like I said, this 20,000 in the next 3 months is something that one should be aiming for to have a very nice additional income. Right now, the builders pool shares have been anything between about $60 to nearly $300 one. So if you have 4, it's times 4. If you have 4, it actually is times 8 for that month. And the achievers pool have been anything between $3,500, I think, to $5,000 a month. So we're talking substantial extra income from, for I think anywhere in the world, not just, the poorer countries. D.A.Y.S.Y will be touring. D.A.Y.S.Y will this year have 1 location in Budapest, but they are going for at least 5,000 people. That will be in September, but the date has not yet been announced. I think this is the one to aim for because it's close. Of course, much more fun to go to Tokyo. That one is already scheduled for the 7th of October, and then there will be also one in Osaka. So Jiva and I, well, the kids want to go to Tokyo, so we need to earn some serious money because it looks like we're going to Japan. We had both of them with us in Dubai, and it was actually really nice. So I think that's a very good reason to work hard for the next 3 months, that then Tokyo is paid for. And there will also probably be a trip organized, or a conference organized, in South Africa. That's likely end of July or August. That's definitely a top priority destination on my list. And then there is also Phuket, that will be for the leaders. So a lot of opportunities for traveling with Daisy if one wants to go for. And then, of course, we have our new event in Dubai, February next year, which will this time be called Limitless, because, well, the whole conference was pretty much in that spirit already now, that, you know, we've proven that it can be done, and now there are no more limits. It's just a question of who decides that they are fully on board and wants to make the most out of this. Of course, one can do it as a passive, just investor, you know, put your money to work rather than the bank to reduce, or you can really decide that this is an opportunity that you want to tell your friends about. We loved the presentations of the Japanese team. There was Megumi, Megastar is her nickname. She has a team of 500, and every single person that joins, their goal is to just make them payseta gold, because she says, these are my friends, these are my family, I love them, and people I love, I want to share Daisy with, because it's changing lives. And, you know, what better way of doing it? They are really just amazing in what they're doing, in how they're doing it. They are creating a new Tokyo, a new Japan, with empowered women and, you know, people living their dream in a country which isn't exactly known for, you know, freedom of expression. They decided that they want a different Japan, and they're going for it like nobody's stopping them. It was crazy. The tickets here says they're already for sale. They're not for sale yet because they are developing their own platforms. So we will actually be able to buy them now from with USDTs with our Tron wallet. So as soon as that is done, it will be announced, and we will be able to buy them at early bird price, $149, probably for a month or something, and then it will go up to $199. So best way to know that you will be there is to decide to just buy the ticket and then work for it, but maybe not. Okay. So that's Daisy so far, what we know, what we've been used to with the difference, with the changes. And now the liquid mining is the new project or new partner that is joining. Personally, Jiva and I have decided, and I think most of the people from our team that we have spoken with are pretty much on board with this decision, is that, okay, liquid mining will probably be a great opportunity, but right now it's probably much better to just focus on the Forex and possibly the crypto if it starts performing really well. Because at the end of the day, we have 3 more months to maximize this with the equity of Endotech and with the momentum packs and everything that's going on. And liquid mining is still in beta testing phase. And also, unless, you know, you are quite familiar with crypto and you've been mining and you want to now do it in an easier way, then it might be a little bit overwhelming for the time being. It is a revolutionary app that literally lets you mine coins without the need for you to have your own computing power, or, you know, any software configuration skills, or, you know, a big room with cooling and computers and all the rest of it. But still, there are quite a few coins that you can mine. You need to try and figure out which one you want to mine, and so on. So Atom Mining is this partner that, you know, the team has decided to team up with. Originally, they wanted to do it by themselves, just for Bitcoin mining. But then they found these guys, And they are a large international team of 300 employees that are literally scouting the world for new projects. So yes, we will have a top selection of coins presented to us through this partner, but they also just at the beginning phase. They only just launched the app. So probably even better coins are coming. Even more coins are coming. They will be adding actually 3 coins every month. In the Telegram group, there is a video that we made on the Blockchain Live conference where Atom Mining was actually showcasing, and we interviewed the founders, and it's about an hour and a half of questions and answers, so you can really feel what they're about. It's a beautiful project. They're also going for a lot of charity work and stuff. But if I'm looking just from the point of investment and from the point of knowing and understanding everything, there is no rush. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying we don't do it. Far from it, definitely. But right now, I think the focus is probably better on the Forex and everything else. But if you want to, just put a toe in there and go with the one GPU for $900, so you start learning, that's also very welcome. I personally took one just so that I know how it works and stuff. So at some point we will be able to help, but our focus will be on, still on the Forex. But yeah, these guys are kind of crypto gurus now for startups. And so, of course, startups are the biggest opportunities, but they are also the biggest risks. So you need to know what you're doing. And they are out there to produce, to actually have numerous data centers around the world. And they're also partnering with some of them. And actually, Boaz, this was the point where, we discussed how do you decide on where do you put your data centers? Because right now they're in Russia. And of course, they know that that right now is not the most, with open arms accepted solution, because people are skeptical of, what can that be a problem and so on. And the answer was basically where there is cheap electricity. So maybe we can help them produce cheap electricity, and then they can also set up centers in areas where it will be easier for people to join and to trust. They are generating basically a completely decentralized supply pool. So, the whole computing power is in one pool, and then it gets the coins mined are shared amongst the people who are participating in the mining. They have a brilliant Telegram group where I strongly encourage you to join it and just, get familiarized with it. You don't have to invest, but just learn. Learning is right now, I think, a very, very good way of knowing what's going on. They also have a YouTube channel with all the videos of how to actually buy the rig and so on if you decide to do it, and a Discord support group if you get stuck. And then there's also in the Discord, I think there is, and in Telegram, I think the liquid white paper is also there. So I'm not going to go into any more details right here. I'll just put these on so you can read them if you want when you look at the recording. But the only thing that I will say still is that, yes, we were expecting a Bitcoin mining project. Bitcoin miners will be added to the liquid mining, but they are different machines than what we are buying at the moment, if we want to buy at the moment. So if you want to mine Bitcoin, you will not be able to mine it with these machines. So, these that are available now are for the high risk assets, which most of them have not even hit the market yet. They've never been listed. They don't even have a value yet. So it's really seeds, not even, little plants, seeds, before anything happens. We have, as D.AI.SY community, until the 1st of April, exclusive opportunity to buy them, but this opportunity is not really an opportunity because it's a beta version. The only thing that, you know, is an advantage for us that is that we don't pay any electricity, and electricity is minimal. So it's really, unless you are eager to learn about a lot of mining, I would not recommend it right now. But they go public then from 1st of April. Why that is a big thing for us is because if you own LIFT tokens, meaning that if you've been with DA.IS.Y for a while and you participated in the LIFT token pre-sale, this will drive the LIFT token price up because people who want to buy the liquid mining NFTs through publicly will only be able to do so via the LIFT Launchpad, which means that they will actually have to buy some LIFT token to buy a LIFT token pass, which will then allow them to buy the NFT. So it just shows how our funders are thinking very, very cleverly how to bring the different parts of the, the different projects under the DA.IS.Y umbrella to work together for the good of the community. So that's why, yeah, I will tell you a little bit about LIFT a little bit later on. But here, just to give you an idea, the smallest GPU unit that you can decide to purchase if you do decide to try it, it's an NFT which represents one GPU. One GPU can mine one coin at a time, and it costs $900 plus $25 installation fees. Then if you buy another 5, that actually becomes a rig. So literally imagine it as your computer. One GPU is like one graphics card, which is supporting the mining process. And then if you have 6 graphics cards, then that's a full computer, let's say. It's called the full rig. That one you can buy as a whole unit already if you have $4,500. And then if you have actually 3 of the rigs together, it becomes a rack. That's $18,000, and 3 racks together, or 4 racks together, I think, is actually a container, and that's $72,000. But like I said, no need to rush into any of this. But if you want to learn a little bit more about it and so on, I encourage you to go to liquidmining.com, and there you actually see the full thing and how it works. I'm not going to go into how the bringing in new members will be rewarded. Of course, it will be. We're a peer-to-peer referral model, so everything is rewarded. But right now, I don't think that's important. But if you want to look into it, it's here. And yeah, to purchase a liquid mining NFT, you actually only need your TronLink wallet. They've connected it to the TronLink wallet, so you use the same wallet as you use for joining DA.IS.Y. You buy the NFT, and then you download the liquid mining app, and then everything else is done in that app. It's very easy to use, but there's plenty of time to learn about it. So that's about Liquid. And now just a quick update for everybody that is that joined the LIFT tokens or the LIFT Launchpad. It's basically an accelerator for all Web3 projects. The team behind the Uplift Launchpad is a very, very proactive and very great team who is constantly managing to get very good partners involved, very good venture capital funds involved. They will probably be bringing in, as soon as the next bull run starts, or as we get a bit closer to the bull run, because right now nobody knows, are we going much deeper into the bear, or what's going on. So of course it's not a great time for any new project to start or to launch, but as soon as they start, I'm sure that we will all be able to participate in many great projects if we decide to. This is again another opportunity that DA.IS.Y is presenting. In DA.IS.Y, you literally have like, a palette of beautiful foods, and you decide, are you a vegan or are you a carnivore or whatever. Which basically everybody decides for themselves what it is that they fancy, and they go for that. Nobody has to, you don't have to do everything. It's up to you. So yes, they are going to be launching, new projects building on blockchain, which is the future, if we like it or not. That will be in the gamify, sector, in the artificial intelligence sector, in the DeFi, NFTs. These are all future trends which will be very profiting, and I'm sure that the team will find very good projects for us to then decide if we want to participate or not. So they also allow us to participate in certain private rounds, and the thing that's the most important is that all these ties in so that people can actually, everybody that already has LIF tokens will be happy because the price of LIF token will go up. Yeah, these are just, if you want to have a look at them, you'll be able to pause them. So from our point of view, the most important goals for the next 3 months is for everybody to literally ask themselves, what is my personal goal and why am I doing this? What do I want to achieve with D.AI.SY in the next 3 months? And once you have your strong why, which they say should make you cry, then it's not so difficult to make a plan and set your goals. And of course, always know that Jiva and I are here to support you. With the Slovenian team, we've decided to have a weekly Zoom. We will start first with presentations for newcomers. So, everybody can literally spread the word by just, saying, hey, I've come across something which for me is working really great. I would really love you to hear about it, so that, we don't meet in 1 year and you tell me, why didn't you tell me? Of course, I invite you to a Zoom, you listen for 1 hour, and then you decide whether you like it or not. I think it's a great opportunity. Can I share a Zoom link with you? And that's all you need to do. And then the rest, I will try and make the Zooms as easy to understand and straightforward as possible, so that people decide to sign up. And Jiva will be the technical support who does all the rest of it, because that's her speciality. And she's saying yes there. Yeah, we want everyone to succeed, because it's fun to celebrate together, not, if you're a lonely winner, it's pretty boring. So strongly encourage you to set yourself a personal target of 20,000 directs in March, April, and May. And believe me, you will say thank you for this encouragement if you achieve it. If not, it's of course okay. Not everybody has to go down the same road. And if you by any chance are aiming for Paysetter Gold, then let us know as soon as possible, because then that means we need to really figure out a plan to achieve that. It's achievable, but it is a bit more work. We've now made 2 WhatsApp groups, one in English and one in Slovenian. If you're not in them yet, please join. Please download WhatsApp. I know it's not the best app. Just use it for this for the time being, because most people do have it, so it's the easiest to communicate. The WhatsApp groups are there for us to post when the new Zooms meetings are. They're there to post when, the recordings have been uploaded, but they're also there for everybody to communicate and help each other. If somebody's struggling with, which exchange did you use, or do you know how much Tron you need or whatever, just put a question in there and somebody will answer it. We have the Telegram group, which is the international Telegram group. That one is not interactive, so that things don't get lost within the chats and so on. YouTube channel, we strongly encourage you to subscribe. I do link most important videos that I come across into either important things about D.AI.SY playlist or how to join D.AI.SY. It's just dedicated with videos that are each step explained, you know, how do you open a TronLink wallet? How do you transfer money from Binance to TronLink? How do you buy your first tier? Blah, blah, blah. All these things are there, video materials, so it's really easy to follow. And then my son is setting up a Discord channel, and we're also probably going to set up a web page. So the resources will be there. If you need anything else, or if you have another idea, or if you want to help with organizing all this, yes, please. Let's do this as a community, because it's really great to help each other to, you know, let's dream big and become limitless together, basically, is what I would like to finish with.